Milton Board meeting November 20th of 2019. I'd like to get the meeting started with a pledge by Councilwoman Kirk.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Present.
Councilman Rolish.
Present.
Councilwoman Kirk.
Present.
Councilman Zlotnick.
Present.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Present. Motion to accept the October 30th, 2019 Town Board meeting minutes as presented.
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Councilman Rolish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kirk.
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. First on the agenda this evening will be public comment. Anyone that wishes to speak will have 3 minutes to speak. Anyone? And I'll advise you when there's a minute prior to the ending of the 3-minute period. Yes, ma'am.
Michelle Arthur, Saratoga County Historical Society at Brookside Museum. Good evening. I just want to take this opportunity to update the trustees on the situation at the Saratoga County Historical Society at Brookside Museum. I shared much of this information last night at the County Board of Supervisors, as some people here know. Since the late October announcement that we were in imminent danger of closing our doors, there's been a strong upwelling of community support. In less than 4 weeks, individuals directly and personally associated with the museum have contributed almost $13,000, and the community at large has contributed approximately $4,000. The town of Ballston has committed $20,000 as seed money to help us turn Saratoga County Historical Society Brookside Museum around. These donations will enable us to pay staff and expenses to keep operations and programs going through the end of the year and allow us to begin phase 1 of a 2-phase process that we developed with our partners, the Saratoga County History Roundtable. Phase 1 lasts through the end of 2019. In it, board members and staff are working with a team of volunteers from the local businesses and history interests to craft new business and strategic plans, which will be implemented in the first quarter of 2020. In order to ensure the long-term sustainability of SCHS and that this situation never happens again, we're trying something new and bold that much larger museums would do. We're crafting a new business model as a not-for-profit business, including professional fundraising, branding, marketing, additional networking, and program development, along with other organizations and groups, and increasing all of our programs and events. Our action plan includes the creation of an achievable business plan, which will include supporting our staff of professionals, a review and revision of our corporate bylaws to ensure accountability, and a shift in internal culture. Phase 2 will begin first quarter 2020. As we roll out our new plan, we will need to raise another $50,000. That campaign will focus on reaching grassroots and business leaders in the community, as well as additional municipalities in the county. By supporting us, you support the residents of the town of Milton. They will continue to be able to participate in Sheep to Shawl, as well as the rest of our programs for both tens of thousands of school children that have attended, and so many hundreds of seniors as well every year. We're enthusiastic about our revisioning our relationships among staff, members, volunteers, trustees, school, and senior programs. And we do dearly hope that you'll consider our request and recall all that we do for the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Joe?
Excuse me, it's the first time I've ever done this. My name is Joseph Brutal. I live down here on 241 Rollins Street. I would like to bring up, see about getting crosswalk signals out, put here in Geyser Road and Rollins Street, so like nobody else can get hurt. Because everybody, my son got hit a month ago at this intersection. I'd like to see some kind of crosswalk signals go up so nobody else can get hurt. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Anyone else?
Joanne Joseph, Rollins Hollow East. I want to encourage the board to be a little bit more transparent with the development of the budget so that the town people have a greater length of time to understand what is being developed, what is the plan, 1-year goals, 3-year goals, 5-year goals, because I was here a couple of weeks and I was unable to understand the budget, the draft budget that was provided, 25, 30 pages, difficult to understand and figure out what are the major goals of the town. And I'd also like to see you put more information up on the website so that people know that in fact this is the meeting where the town budget is being voted on, and give the town people a little bit more opportunity for input into the process. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Public comment is now closed. Our next presentation by Karen Stolters.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Yesterday was the deceased veteran of Saratoga County presentation at the county building where Floyd Mabb was celebrated and honored. And I'm going to read the proclamation that was not read yesterday, and so that all of you can hear of what a hero this young man was. Whereas the town of Milton is proud of our country's veterans who have made it possible for all citizens to enjoy the freedoms and opportunities that exist in this country, and whereas Floyd M. Mabb is one of Saratoga County's local veterans, having been born on April 12, 1925 in Round Lake, New York, and having been the son of the late Frederick Mabb and Elizabeth Mabb, and having had 3 brothers and 7 sisters, all with close ties to this county and our town. His grandfather, John Mabb, fought in the Civil War in the 2nd Regiment of the New York Veteran Cavalry from Saratoga. Whereas Floyd enlisted in the Army in Albany, New York on September 24, 1943, and was sent overseas in April of 1944, where he proudly defended our country in World War II by honorably serving in the U.S. Army, ascending to private first class with the U.S. Army 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment, 2nd Battalion, 101st Airborne Division, F Company. And whereas Floyd M. Mabb was trained as a paratrooper in Fort Benning, Georgia, and then Camp McCall in North Carolina. In January 1944, he earned his wings for completing parachute jumping school in Fort Benning. In April 1944, he was promoted to private first class. Whereas Floyd became a casualty of World War II, having been killed in action during a German tank attack on January 3, 1945, in Longchamps, Belgium, as part of Battle of the Bulge. He was 19 years old at the time. He was first buried at the temporary American Military Cemetery in Grand Falloux, France. Later laid to rest in the Luxembourg American Cemetery and Memorial in Luxembourg City, Luxembourg. Whereas Floyd M. Mabb was awarded the prestigious and meritorious Purple Heart for wounds he received while he was in action, as well as other medals and accommodations. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Town Board of the Town of Milton hereby officially recognizes Floyd M. Mabb, clauses in its deliberations acknowledging him for his services, and proudly, officially, and respectfully applauds, honors, and commemorates him for his dedication, his commitment, and ultimate sacrifice to our country and community, and honors his family and relatives for their sacrifices and loss. Dated November 19, 2019. And I'd like to now ask the family of Floyd Mabb to come forward, and we shall give you the award. Scott, would you like to?
No,
I guess so. This is Lloyd Hillman. He lives in the village, and Floyd was his uncle. Okay. Good picture here. All right. A whole bunch of them. Okay, good. And there you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. And for anybody who's interested, there's a picture, little collage thing on the wall there with a copy of the proclamation. And if you have time, feel free to look at it.
Thank you, Karen.
Yep.
Next correspondence, I have a letter from Cameron Fitzpatrick, dated October 20th of 2019. This is Cameron Fitzpatrick from the Boy Scouts Troop 2 of Paulson Spa. I'd like to do my Eagle Scout project in Woods Hollow Nature Preserve. My project proposal is to remove the existing split rail fence and install new fencing, which includes 22 posts and 44 rails around the 220-foot long near the sledding hill. The fence is next to a hiking trail and most of it has fallen down and or is rotted. I have been working with Jason Miller and he told me to contact the town for funding. I have received 4 quotes from my Eagle Scout fence project and Bellevue Builders is the cheapest. They are giving me a $100 donation on the materials plus free delivery. The total price of the materials is $488.68 less tax. They have been very helpful and have responded very quickly to all my requests and questions. There is no labor cost since I'll be having volunteers from the Scouts, friends, and my family help me complete the project. Do you know if the town can help pay for the materials? I need to know. I need to know, and I should know if I need to do any additional funding to cover the costs. I am looking to be able to complete this fall depending on the approvals from the Boy Scouts and weather. If I can't complete this fall, I'll be doing it early in the spring of 2020. Any questions, feel free to contact me, Cameron Fitzpatrick. Motion to accept the quote of $488.68 from Bellevue Village Supply for Eagle Scout project in Woods Hollow Nature Preserve.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Is Cameron here? How old are you?
16.
Plenty of time, okay.
Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, a motion to change the December 25th meeting of 2019 to December 18th at 7 p.m. due to the Christmas holiday.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, a motion to set a public hearing on the modification of the town code on December 18th at 7:05 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, a letter dated November 20th of 2019. Dear Town Board, I'm requesting that the Town Board approve my request to roll over 80 hours of vacation. Thank you, Shannon Doherty. Motion to approve Shannon Doherty's request to roll over 80 hours vacation into the next year. I believe her anniversary date was yesterday, so she's requesting to hold it over to the end of the year.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, a motion to advertise for the Town of Milton Justice position.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, a letter dated November 13th, 2019, proposing from Darlene Allen proposing town purchase a wide format print scanner for the use of the town's building, planning, and zoning departments, as well as record management staff. We currently have 3,136 wide format copies that need to be scanned, have approximately 5,500 to 6,000 additional documents that are stored and also need to be scanned. We have obtained a price of 5 cents per scan from Alexander Blue Line on Geyser Road, and $2.10 scan from Imagine Data, New York State scanning vendor. We have contacted repeat business, and they are the preferred vendor and a grant pool with the town where we are completing New York State record management grants. The same copy is from New York State contract 22661, and the cost is $7,138.55. The amount budgeted from the A1460.200 will cover the $5,050 of the cost, and the balance of the $2,088.55 will be coming from the budget transfer from the contingency. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Darlene Allen. Motion to purchase a large format copier scanner, records management, and the building, planning, and zoning for the use of New York State contract in the amount of $7,138.55.
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion?
I'm just wondering, where's this gonna go, Darlene? Sorry.
We might have to do some reorganizing. around.
Pardon me?
We may have to reorganize a bit.
Okay, I was gonna say, it looks pretty big.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Okay.
But I think that we can move a copier around downstairs.
Okay.
With a portable pod in them.
Any other questions? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes, next letter dated November 4th, 2019. Dear Supervisor Ostrander, Town Board, on behalf of the Saratoga County Historical Society Brookside, I'd like to extend our sincere thank you to the Town Board for allowing Michelle and Sandra to present our dire situation. Your consideration for a resolution at the November 20th Town Board meeting for one-time funding would provide much-needed breathing room and enable us to proceed through our reorganization. The concern expressed in the town during the discussion that followed are clearly understood and shared by our organization. We will be certain to keep the town board informed of our progress as we develop and execute our plan towards stability. We are profoundly grateful for the opportunity to continue serving the communities and preserving the history of the Saratoga County. Motion to authorize the town to make a $20,000 donation to the Brookside Museum.
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion?
I'd just like to say that I am totally in favor of this, but I know there was some discussion about over the next 5 years going up to $20,000. And I gotta be truthfully honest with people, I would not be in favor of that, only because it says Saratoga County Historical Society, and we have 21 towns in this county, and the town of Milton should not shoulder the whole expense, basically. I am in favor of increasing our 3,500 maybe next year to an amount, but if we had 21 towns all kicking in 5,000 apiece, we'd put in 100,000 in Brookside, and I think that would be the fair and equitable thing to do.
I kind of think that's their goal. Michelle spoke to the Board of Supervisors yesterday, and there were at least 5 supervisors that spoke in favor of it. So I think that's the goal, to try to go to every town and do a presentation and split the cost.
We're in the process of, we've already started reaching out to other towns and have met with other towns and are giving presentations. So that's exactly what we are doing.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, letter dated November 15, 2019, Comptroller Allen, reference to health insurance. town's health insurance committee recently solicited RFPs for the town's health insurance broker. The committee sent 5 requests and received 3 responses. The respondents were Amsher, Yeager and Flynn, and Financial Resources Company. The committee met last week to review the proposal and recommends that at this time, the town continues with Yeager and Flynn to provide insurance services to the town for its employees and retirees. The 3 proposals were very similar in their responses, and the committee agreed that not changing the brokers at this time may be in the town's best interest. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, Darlene Allen. Motion to continue with Yeager and Flynn as the town's health insurance broker is recommended by the town's health insurance committee.
Make that motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zalotnik?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, resolution number 35, 2019, resolution authorizing the adoption of the Saratoga County Multi-Jurisdictional All-Hazard Mitigation Plan update, whereas the Federal Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000, Public Law 106-390 requires state and local governments to prepare hazardous mitigation plans in order to remain eligible and receive pre-disaster mitigation funding and establish requirements in pre- and post-disaster hazard mitigation programs, and whereas pursuant to Resolution 183-11, the county adopted the current Saratoga County Multi-Jurisdictional Multi-Hazardous Mitigation Plan, and whereas the county's Office of Emergency Services and Haggerty Consulting Incorporation, in consulting with participating Saratoga County municipalities, have prepared a multi-jurisdictional all-hazardous mitigation plan update for Saratoga County in accordance with the Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000, and whereas FEMA and the New York State Division of Homeland Security Emergency Services has designated the county's multi-jurisdictional all-hazard mitigation plan update as approvable pending adoption by all participating jurisdictions, whereas the county and all participating municipalities must now adopt the Saratoga County Multi-Jurisdictional All-Hazard Mitigation Plan update into their own emergency plans in order to become eligible for FEMA hazardous mitigation funding for projects that will lessen the adverse effects of a natural disaster. And whereas the town of Milton, with the assistance of the town engineers, gathered information and reviewed the county's multi-jurisdictional all-hazardous mitigation plan update, and whereas the town of Milton is a local unit of government previously afforded its citizens an opportunity to commit and provide the input in the plan and the actions of the plan, and whereas the town of Milton has received an update plan and affirms that the said plan will be reviewed and, if necessary, update no less than every 5 years. By the order of the town board, town of Milton. Motion for resolution number 35.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zalotnik?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes. Next, resolution number 36, whereas the town board, town of Milton must make inter-budget transfers, and said transfers must be based upon resolutions of the town board, the town of Milton. Now therefore be resolved that the town board, town of Milton does authorize the financial officer in the town of Milton to make the following inter-budget transfers to the 2019 budget. A199.400 contingency to A1315.400 comptroller contractual in the amount of $3,750 for financial statement format change fees. A199.400 contingency to A1355.100 assessor accruals in the amount of $1,100 payouts for accruals. A199.400 contingency to A140.100 town clerk salaries in the amount of $13,000 payable of accruals. A199.400 to A1420.400 legal contractual in the amount of $2,000 for legal services for court trials. A199.400 contingency to A1430.400 personal contractual in the amount of $1,400 closure of an ADP account. A199.400 contingency to A1460.200 records management equipment in the amount of $2,090, balance of wide format scanner. A199.400 contingency to A1620.400 building and grounds in the amount of $7,500, upgrade server and computers for $120. A199.40 contingency to A7510.400 historic and contractual in the amount of $20,000, a donation to the Brookside Museum totaling $55,840. B0914 town outside assigned for fund balance to B5110.400 town outside village utilities in the amount of $5,000 to cover lights invoices over budgeted amount. B9050.800 town outside village unemployment to B5110.400 town village utilities, $1,000 to cover lighting invoices over budgeted amount. B9060.800 town outside village medical dental to B6772.400 programs for Office of the Aging contractual, $3,000 to cover cost balance in the wellness and express for fuel. B199.400 town outside village contingency to B8010.400 zoning board contractual, $1,000 to cover expenses for additional staff training. B4020.400 town outside village register contractual to B8020.400 planning board contractual in the amount of $400 to cover expenses for additional staff training. Total B fund is $11,800. DB0915 outside village assigned fund balance DB0878 highway outside village equipment reserve to DB fund in the amount of $125,000 for future replacement of highway equipment. Motion for resolution number 36.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Thank you, Darlene, for going through this today.
Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Froelich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlotnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes, next, Town of Milton Resolution 37, 2019, November 20, 2019, resolution adopting town's annual budget for the year 2020. Whereas the supervisor of Town of Milton, chief financial officer, in conjunction with four of the members of the town board, is paid to prepare, present to the residents of the Town of Milton an annual budget. Whereas the supervisor and town board have reviewed all necessary data with respect to the preparation of the 2020 town budget, including holding workshops, reviewing current staffing levels of the town employees, holding a public hearing on November 6th of 2019 for the review of the town board's proposed budget for 2020, at which the public was invited and allowed to hear on the matter having been fully discussed and considered, whereas attached is a listing of all properties affected by local government exemptions impact report for financial year beginning January 1st of 2020 as required by real property tax law section 495 regarding the identification of tax exemptions for properties located within the town of Milton. And now therefore be it resolved that the said preliminary budget approved and filed as for said is hereby approved and established as the financial annual budget for this town for the fiscal year beginning January 1st of 2020, and that such annual budget shall be adopted in detail, that it be recited in the minutes and the proceedings of this town board, and so amended said preliminary budget approved and filed as aforesaid hereby approved and established as the final official annual budget for this town for the fiscal year beginning January 1st of 2020, and that such annual budget be so adopted in detail in the minutes of the proceedings of this town, and may it be further resolved that the town clerk shall prepare and certify as a provided by law duplicate copies of the said annual budget hereby adopted, and shall do all other actions as required by law in regards to formal budget adoption. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board, town of Milton. Resolution, motion for resolution 37.
Before we do that, can we have a brief executive session to go over personnel issues,
Sure.
please?
Make that motion.
Motion for an executive session, please, to discuss personnel.
Second? I'll second. Okay, the board will convene into executive session.
Do we have a discussion about it, or do we just vote?
No, you don't do it. Councilman Blaisdell?
Yes.
Councilman Frolich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Councilman Zlochnick?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes.
Here.